Welcome back to the Dinar community, your trusted destination for timely updates, detailed analysis, and everything surrounding the Iraqi dinar and its international journey. We hope everyone in our community is doing well today because what we're about to share is nothing short of game-changing. A new development has just rocked the dinar landscape, sparking excitement among investors and currency watchers worldwide. And no, this isn't just another speculative rumor. It's a tangible move involving one of the most influential financial institutions on the planet, J.P. Morgan Chase. That's right, Chase Bank, a cornerstone of global banking, appears to have made a move that many in the dinar community believe could be a breakthrough moment. For those who've held onto their IQD in anticipation of a long-awaited revaluation, this could be the shift we've all been preparing for. According to emerging reports, Chase has started accepting 500 Iraqi dinars notes, a seemingly minor step that is creating major waves across financial forums and investor groups. This action, if verified, might indicate the early stages of integration for the dinar into the broader financial system. For years, one of the greatest hurdles has been the lack of recognition from major Western banks. Institutions like Wells Fargo, Citibank, and Bank of America have long remained hesitant. But if Chase is now opening its doors to the dinar, it could signify a powerful change in attitude. This shift may not just be symbolic, it could indicate that preparations are quietly being made behind the scenes for a broader acceptance or even revaluation. It has the potential to set off a chain reaction, encouraging other major banks to reconsider their stance on the IQD. Legitimacy in global finance is crucial. When a giant like Chase makes a move, others pay attention. This could be the start of the dinar's transition from a speculative holding to a recognized global currency. What makes this development even more significant is its timing. Large financial institutions don't make policy shifts lightly, especially with currencies surrounded by political and economic volatility. This could be more than just a routine change, it could be a calculated decision based on insider knowledge or strategic foresight. Chase has access to deep economic insights and global policy trends. If they're now accepting dinar, many believe it's because they're positioning themselves for what's coming, perhaps a formal revaluation. There are even rumors suggesting that quiet, high-level discussions are underway between global financial bodies, central banks, and institutional leaders, potentially setting the stage for the long-anticipated RV. What's adding even more weight to this possibility is Iraq's recent economic progress. Over the past 2 years, the nation has taken substantial steps to reform and stabilize its economy. From boosting oil output to addressing corruption and restructuring debt, Iraq is positioning itself as a serious player in the global financial arena. Inflation is under tighter control, foreign investments are cautiously returning, and the government has shown commitment to fiscal responsibility. These aren't just surface-level adjustments, they're foundational changes that improve Iraq's credibility on the world stage. Now, with Chase reportedly accepting dinar, it's possible the global financial sector is beginning to recognize Iraq's new direction. Leaders in the dinar community are reacting with a renewed sense of confidence. Veteran analyst Frank26 says this signals major activity behind the curtain. Mark Z called it the strongest indication yet that a revaluation could be near. Pimpy emphasized that this could be the catalyst we've been waiting for. And Militia Man noted that big banks never act without a reason, something's in motion. There's growing agreement among insiders that this time it's real. If you're holding dinar right now, this is a moment to stay updated and be ready. A major U.S. bank potentially recognizing IQD isn't a trivial headline, it could mark a turning point. If other banks follow Chase's lead, it will not only legitimize the currency but also simplify the exchange process and potentially improve rates for holders. Gone could be the days of relying on risky third-party dealers or navigating unclear exchange procedures. In the near future, we might see a scenario where dinar holders can simply walk into a respected institution and conduct a straightforward exchange. For years, we've waited for that validation, and it may finally be materializing. Of course, the most anticipated question remains, what kind of rate could a revaluation bring? Predictions vary, but analysts suggest possible rates between 35 cents and $4 per IQD. Some even speculate that a 1-1 parity with the US dollar is possible if Iraq leverages its oil wealth and works in coordination with organizations like the IMF. Such a shift would be historic, potentially turning modest investors into millionaires overnight. But while this possibility is exciting, it's crucial to stay grounded. Nothing official has been announced, yet the signs are becoming too significant to ignore. Reports indicate that Iraq's central bank is engaging directly with the IMF and World Bank, and key financial meetings in the upcoming quarter could determine the next steps. These institutions have monitored Iraq's recovery closely and may soon give their endorsement for a currency reset. Combine this with Chase's reported action and improved financial governance within Iraq, and we see a perfect storm building, one that could elevate the dinar to the international stage. So the big question, should you be excited? Absolutely. This could be the most meaningful development in the Iraqi dinar saga to date. For years, we've waited for the world to recognize the potential of Iraq's currency. And with a global banking giant like Chase taking this step, that recognition might finally be starting. This isn't idle speculation. It's a measurable action by a major institution, and that alone sets it apart from past rumors. The financial world may be preparing for a seismic shift, and the dinar community should be ready. Now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Chase Bank's bold move? Could this be the moment we've been waiting for? Is this the beginning of the RV, or just the quiet before the real storm? How do you think a revalued dinar would impact the global financial landscape? And most importantly, what's your plan when the rate changes? Will you cash in right away or wait for potential increases? Join the conversation in the comments, and if this update brought you value, clarity, or hope, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dinar Community for continuous real-time news and deep dive analysis. Thanks for being with us. Stay alert, stay prepared, and above all, stay hopeful.